Hi there, it's me, Gamer Tyler here. I'm recapping My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 20, total episode 158. Please subscribe, watch fully, and send donations on the Patreon page and Entire Space Tunes, starting at $2 a month, or one time on Ko-Fi. Let's get started. As she continues feeling Sad Man's death parade, Himiko looks at the death mask of Dabi's failed explosion. She doesn't know if he's dead or just captured, but she wonders if he was able to laugh like he raved so much about during this time. The twice doubles have pinned down Airphone Jack, Floppy, and Gravity, and are beginning to overwhelm the assisting pro heroes and flood the Gunga Mountain Villa ruins. As Himiko once again looks over at Dabi's location and ponders about his current status, Gravity manages to break free and latch onto Himiko using her spacewalk. As the hero tries to talk to her, Himiko shuts her out and says it's too late to try and reason with her. Gravity figures out from the villain's tears that the reason Himiko can't access the other League members' quirks through her own doubles created by Transform because her pure love is tainted by malice. In anger, part of Himiko's real face melts out of her twice disguise, and the girls pull out a restrained Floppy from the mob and threaten to stab her. She tells Gravity she knows nothing about her and that she has an easier life with no trouble following the rules of society. As Himiko raises her knife at Floppy, she thinks about her memories of her youth. First, of her dad slapping her for happily drinking the blood of a sparrow she found, assuming her daughter killed and drank its blood for amusement. A young Himiko cries as she tries to explain she found the bird like that, but didn't hurt it. Next, being enrolled in quirk counseling, where the counselor brushed off her tendencies as abnormal and promised to correct Himiko's wrong behavior. Himiko is then seen observing people enjoying themselves in the park as she nips her fingers. As she thinks of all the insults she's received over the years, she bites it in frustration, realizing she has nothing in common with other people. Finally, she remembers the first time she drank the blood out of the wound from one of her classmates. Her parents berate her as she sobs and says she doesn't understand why people are hurling themselves back and aren't drinking blood like her. Himiko then thinks back to her conversation with Curious about Himiko mastering her behavior. The mask cracks as she takes a swing at Floppy. Gravity uses her grappling hook to quickly pull Himiko away from Floppy. Everyone Jack, now freed by Kumai Woods, moves in to catch her friend. Kumi warns Earphone Jack as she catches the real Floppy. The one Earphone Jack was trying to catch was a transformed double trying to attack her. With the hero swats away, the twice doubles have started ingesting the spilled blood from the others and are using Transform to disguise themselves with the number of clones rising. A lack of power and them now having access to camouflage. Kumai fears it's impossible to stop them now. The three Tiger, and Pixie Bob are swallowed up by one more doubles. Floppy tries to tell Himiko to listen to Gravity's words as Gravity reels the villain in. Himiko stabs her in the abdomen. She tells Gravity to stop pitying her. As they are different to the core, and she doesn't feel any of the possible things she and her friends try to talk to her about. Himiko pulls her arm back to stab her again and remembers the time when Twice asked why she doesn't have her own villain name, much like Tomura, Twice, Mr. Compress, and Spinner. Try to pitch her the names, she rejects all of them. Dabi finds the idea of code names outdated and for crowd pleasers. Tomura says he doesn't need one, but he finds the practice cool. Himiko says she doesn't need one because she wants to go free as herself. The president Yagami denies Himiko's assumption and activates her quirk on Himiko and pushes her to villain off. Himiko says even if Yagami tries to supercoat her words and talk to her, she'll end up imprisoning and executing her or skip straight to the execution like what Hawks did with Twice. She says no matter what the outcome, this is a battle for her own survival. Yagami says it's the same with her. Himiko then says if it's not Yagami's pitying talking, and then it's her ego. And if it's ego, then she must die. Who then assaults Yagami with Sad Man's Legion. And the number of doubles multiply to the point where they engulf the entire city and start stretching into the sky with zero signs of slowing down. The reporter in the chopper above looks down in horror as she recites the rumors of the supposed quirk singularity. Doomsday theory. She fears that it came true starting today with one girl's emotions potentially changing the entire world. Gravity combats the swarm by making every Twice double float using her quirk and her gunhead material arts. Himiko finds no issue with this since zero gravity doesn't harm them. Himiko finds no issue with this since zero gravity doesn't harm them, and the hero proclaims that that is not a power used to hurt people. And she begins vomiting from overusing it. Zero gravity says, while she doesn't overlook Himiko's murders, she can't overlook Himiko's murders. That won't stop her from trying to understand her feelings and the course of her behavior. And that from their fight in the Burmese Liberation War, what she said made her look sad. Himiko sends more doubles and claims Yagami is the sad one, which Yagami says it's part of her too. Yagami then says that is the first time they met in the training camp. She was scared because Himiko was genuinely smiling during such a tense situation. Himiko tells Yagami to shut up and asks why she doesn't just die already, while she thinks about her mother insulting her and Twice advising her to kill as much as she wants and become whoever she pleases. Become whoever she pleases. Yagami admits she pushed her away once and says, while this world is uncomfortable for her, it is very much her ego talking. She thinks Himiko's smile is lovely whenever she expresses her love. No, she doesn't want to pretend she's never seen it. And her quirk undergoes an awakening mid-activation that this causes all the Twice doubles and her allies that are in contact with the doubles she touches to start floating as well, greatly expanding the range of previous weight limit 3 tons. Tiger notices this and probably proclaims that the students have gotten so much stronger since the summer training camp. Himiko tries to compensate by creating another double, but ends up partially transformed and floats upward, much like her current state in her previous fight with Curious. This clears a path for Yagami to get close to Himiko. Your Gravity says she'll give Himiko her blood for the rest of her life if she can reach out to a small, open part of her to talk about love and romance. Gravity watches onto Himiko and tells her all her motivations that got her to this point. She says she became a hero to help her parents and to make them smile. As she got older, she grew to realize that there were other people in the world besides her and her family that needed to be helped like them. Then later on, she grew to have a crush on Izuku Midoriya, and then adapted her goal, stopping hit her. Himiko punches Yagami in the face, but the latter doesn't falter, and she still asks for her to share her thoughts with her like she just did. As Himiko prepares to stab at her once more, Gravity words reach her. She completely melts out of her twice disguise and begins telling the hero about her life's story. As they and the other heroes start floating down, Himiko explains that she falls in love very easily. Doesn't matter if they are boys, girls, villains, heroes, or even human. It's because it's easy because all of them have beautiful blood inside their bodies. She was told to stop smiling because of it, and it caused Himiko to grow jealous. She then tells Yagami she likes Izuku because he reminds her of a boy she liked in her old middle school. Himiko never asked him for blood because she was afraid that he'd insult her and wouldn't think she's cute, in the same way that Izuku and Yagami do to her. This caused her to join the League of Villains in search for a free life of her design. Your Gravity apologizes for her seeing the signs of her pain easier, and cries along with her of Himiko. Villain starts to melt out of the rudiments of her transformation to Twice, signaling that the time limit of her blood sample has run out. As such, all of the other doubles start disappearing. Your Gravity tells Himiko that while she can't take the place of the League, she wants her to know that she thinks her smile is lovely. Himiko asks if she's cute, and Your Gravity says she's the cutest in the world. Thus, the doubles float off into the sky and disappear one by one. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, help reach 1,000 plus subscribers. Watching the videos fully helps increase the watch hours to 4,000 plus. And sending donations to the Patreon page, Animator Space Tunes, starting at $2 a month. Or one-time donations on Ko-Fi, starting at $7, helps fund the videos on the channel. Thanks. Have a blessed day. See you next visit. Bye for now. Bye!